I'm Anil Kumar, and in this video we will try to understand how to relate a given situation and write an algebraic expression, or rather equation, and solve a word problem. The question here is, a right triangle has an area of 50 centimeters square. If the shorter sides are in the ratio of 1 is to 2, then find the exact dimensions of the triangle. Remember, we have to find the exact dimensions. It's kind of critical. So let's sketch one. So this is our thinking area. So what we are trying to do is let's sketch one triangle. And of course, this doesn't look like, but this is our right triangle. And when we draw like this, it ensures that this is indeed a right triangle. Okay. Now we are given area of this triangle as equals to 50 centimeters square. And if the shorter sides, these are two shorter sides, that's the longer side, right, are in the ratio of 1 is to 2, then find exact dimensions. So let us say one side is x, the other one is 2x, right? So my diagram is not to the scale, but okay, it works for solving a problem. Now we have one side as x, the other is 2 times x, so they are in the ratio of 1 is to 2. Now we need to find exact dimensions of the triangle. That means we also need to find what is the hypotenuse, right? Okay, so these three things we need to find, but exact values. Relation between area and these two shorter sides is that area of triangle is half base into height, so that helps. So let's begin by defining our variables. We say let the shortest side length be x, then the other side will be 2x, correct? Now area of a triangle, so area of triangle is half base times height. So it's product of these things. So we are given base, let it be x, and height be 2x, right? So area is given to us 50 centimeters square. So we are given, this is given to us. So let's say 50 is equals to half, base is the defined variable x, and height is 2x. So that is how we form our equation. So we can now solve it. We can say 50 equals 2. 2 and 2 cancels, we get x squared. Okay. Now, we know x now. So x will be equals to square root of 50. Now it is important to note that we have to write exact dimensions. The x square root of 50, which we could write as, let me show you calculations here. We could actually write this as square root of 2 times 25. Is that okay? That is x. And 2 times 25, why did I write? 25 is a perfect square, 5 square. So I can write this as 5 square root 2. So that is how we can work with the radicals. I hope you remember that part. So that is how we can actually write exact values. 5 square root 2. So that is the value of x. Now we know x, we can find all of the dimensions. So what we know here is x is equals to 5 square root of 2. So that is one length. Knowing x, we can find the other side. So 2x will be equals to 2 times 5 square root 2, that is 10 square root 2. So we know two dimensions. How about h? Hypotenuse will be equals to x square plus 2x square, square root, right? Square root. That is hypotenuse. So let's substitute the values. X square is 50. Let's use that. Okay. Or we could square this number anyway. X square is 50. So write 50 x square plus. What is 2x whole square? That means square of this. I think that would be confusing, right? So let's write 10 square root 2 whole square, square root. I should have written here 5 square root 2 whole square. Anyway, so we get 50 plus 10 square is 100. 100 times 2 is 200. Do you understand? So that becomes 200 for us. Now we can add this up. which is 250 square root. Now 250 could be written as 25 times 10, right? So we could write this as equal to, I don't know, let me write here itself, square root of 25 times 10, 250. 25, as you know, is 5, square of 5. So I could write this as 5 square root 10. Do you understand? So that is how we get our dimensions. Now here is the answer. The sides are, the first one is 5 square root 2, 5 square root 2. What are the units? Centimeters. The other side is twice this, which is 10 square root 2 centimeters. And the third side, which is the hypotenuse, will be 5 square root 10 centimeters. Correct? So these are our answers for the given triangle. I hope the strategy works and it helps. There might be some confusion. I wrote this directly. You could write 5 square root 2 just as we wrote 10 square root 2 and square as we did this part. Okay? I hope that helps. Thank you and all the best.